Hello, guys. Yeah, so I wanted to show you how to turn brown hair into blonde without having this brassy effect. In my opinion, this one and this one can be mm, can be really nice, but what we want to avoid is an orangey effect. Now, in order to show you this, I've prepared this design here where I will show you how from the brown braid I was able to get the blonde one. Now keep in mind that I am not showing you my my technique because I am better than you or anybody else. Please don't think that I am doing this because this is the reason. Because I am sure out there are many other artists better than me, of course. And I just what I want to do is just help the people that mm, the people that somehow are in the same position as I was when I was younger, and I was trying to find out as much as possible um, to teach me something more about digital illustration because I didn't went to school until I was 30 for digital illustration. I studied fashion illustration, but in the traditional way. But no matter what, well, let's be back on track. Okay, in order to get a nice blonde hair, and I will delete, now I'm going to delete the blonde layer so I show you better. What I do is always starting with the brunette. Okay, now with the brunette, what I do, the real process that I do, I double the layer of the brunette. So I double layer. And first thing first, if I need red color hair, I will adjust into a red head just by moving attention here because I'm just moving the saturation bar. If you go and move the saturation bar, you will obtain a very nice Irish red color hair from the previous brunette. And this is just something extra I wanted to tell you. Now, let's forget about the red head now. So, in order to get the blonde, once again, you want to duplicate the brunette and you want to remove as brown as possible. And how you do that? You do not do that with this panel here, but you do that with curve. Now you see curve is divided in two situations: gray, light gray area, dark gray area. Okay. Now there is a line, in a diagonal line that divides the square in two. Perfect. Yes. Um, what you need to know is that every time you move toward this dark area, you will obtain more darkness and more shadows. And every time you go up and toward the light gray area, you will obtain luminosity. Hmm? Now, what do we want? We want luminosity because blonde is, of course, more bright. than brown, right? Okay, so we will try and move in the light gray area. You already see a change, right? What what kind of change is this? Would you say this is 100% a blonde? Well, maybe we could say is a pinkish blonde or an orangey blonde or a girl that had pink color and now the pink has gone away and only the coloration is visible. We don't really want that blonde. Um, it, it it is nice, of course, it is nice, but it's not the blonde that I hope to work with in my mm, in my illustrations at all. However, just using curves, as you can see, made the magic to remove most of the brown, most of the dark. Okay, it's not over because now we are proceeding with the second step, which is you duplicate the blonde that you already get and you set this blonde into screen mode, which you will lower the opacity at least of 50% less, and you get this blonde. And once again, we have to say it's better than before, but it is still not 100% blonde. Now, the last step to get the blonde we want, we will adjust with hue and saturation, but this time we want to remove the saturation because we want to remove so much information about the color. Okay, I know now it's a very cold blonde, right? You know what I mean when I say cold blonde, right? Now you can try and move the hue to your right to obtain a more yellowish blonde. Now it kind of looks like a Norwegian blonde. Let's see if we can do something with the curve tool once again. It's a bit cold now, as I said, and sun shadows, some more saturated areas would be nice. So I will move a little bit toward the dark area, not too much, otherwise it's going to have more and more shadows and in a color that we cannot control. Okay, and okay, and a bit up. Look closely, just a little bit down the gray, dark gray, and a little bit up to the light gray, a little bit, just a touch. Maybe it's too much, huh? Okay. And this could be a good blonde, in my opinion. Now, if you want to obtain the black, the black hairstyle, we can do with the brown if you want, remove information with the color. We can do with the red, remove information from of the colors. Always you have to bring saturation in minus 100. The blonde, yes, of course, the blonde is going to be gray because we almost removed all information regarding the color. But if you want to turn the blonde into black, you can do it. You double the, the blonde, which is now white, and you go to multiply. Of course, it's still too white to be dark hair, but you are going to, okay, okay, okay. The black process to obtain black hair was not in, it just came out like this. I didn't plan to do it. I hope this was helpful, and if you have questions or something you want to tell me, please do not hesitate. Yeah, it was fun to do. Thanks. Bye, guys.